you've at least got a rug underneath you. I've got mats here, but don't, and that's only because I've got a crappy wooden floor in a over 100-year-old building here, so I don't want to go through the floor and crush someone downstairs. So rug is fine. I'm not going to do any crazy, any athletic stuff, acrobatic stuff here and injure yourselves. We're going to just start with a bit of a warm-up and some mobility stuff, all right? Just to get ourselves, wake ourselves up and limbered up and that. And then we'll do a HIIT workout. So today I'm going to do a bit different to last week. I'll do 2 rounds of 8 minutes, but I'll let you know about that in a second. And then we will do some flows on the floor. So hopefully it will remind you of some Jiu-Jitsu, if you remember what that is. I can barely remember what it is. I barely remember the last time I touched anyone. So it's gonna feel a bit foreign. But we'll do a few flows to finish off with and a bit of stretching at the end. Does that sound alright?
Yeah.
It's not like you guys have even got a choice. You can basically just watch and participate or just turn off. So at any point you don't enjoy it, you can just go close your laptops and walk away. You're lucky. I have to do this thing. Alright, okay, give me a shout if there's any point you can't hear me or something goes wrong, if there's any way of indicating, try. If not, I'm just going to keep going through and then see how it goes along the way. Make sure you've got a bit of water near you, maybe a flannel, a towel or something. I'm hoping you'll get sweaty. And I know I'm going to be. It's like a greenhouse in this room, even though I'm up in Scotland. It's pretty damn hot in here, so I'm going to get pretty sweaty myself. We're going to start off standing up, guys. So let's stand up, and we're just gonna warm up. Hopefully you can hear me from here. We're just gonna warm up from the top of the head down to the bottom of the feet. Okay, so this is just very simple limbering up, especially if you guys have been woken up late or anything. You still need to wake your body up. So we're gonna just look over one shoulder then the other shoulder. One. We go to the left then the right. So just warming up our necks. Don't go too far and pull something in the first 5 seconds of the class. Nice and gentle. Then we're going to look down and up. Okay, then we're just going to roll our heads across from shoulder to shoulder, chin going across the chest. Okay, that should be the neck taken care of. We're going to shoulders now, so we're just going to roll our shoulders back. Hey Eugene and fam, welcome. Shoulders back, nice and slowly. Start off with really try and extend that stretch and then forwards. It's really high, shoulders up to the ears and then down. Big rotations of the shoulders. That's a good camera angle, well, I like it. Okay, we're just going to bring our arms out either side. We're just going to draw small circles backwards for now, and then they're going to get bigger and bigger. Big circles like this. And then forwards, big circles, forwards, and then close those circles in so they get a little bit smaller, drawing these little circles to finish with. Okay, now so I like to put my palms facing behind me and just kind of like flutter. So just flapping a little bit, stretch out the shoulders. And same thing, palms facing forwards. Here, just doing these kind of flies here. Just trying to get your shoulder blades to touch, to stretch out that chest a little bit. And we're going to twist at the torso now, so keep our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And we're just going to twist here. Legs stay in exactly the same position, we're just twisting through. Looking over one shoulder then the other. And we're going to lean now, so just leaning to stretch the sides, the lats here, sides of the core. Just reaching over. Next one, Leica, can you hear me? JJ, can you hear me? Can you throw me an imaginary beach ball? Oh, here we go, I got it. Thanks guys, thanks. Right, so you got a beach ball, we're going to do a big... It's so cheesy, isn't it? But my judo instructor does that and I always crack up still. So, pretend you've got a big beach ball and we're just going to be doing these huge circles all the way above you, all the way down to your feet. There, getting a nice stretch out of the entire body. There you go, burst the beach ball, chuck it away, that'll do. Go, widen your legs a little bit more now, we're just going to lunge from side to side. So not too deep now, okay, this is just the beginning. Just going to sit into it a little bit, just make sure your back's quite straight here, you're not bending over. You can go a little bit deeper if you want here, if you want to touch your toe or touch your floor. We're not going to go like all the way into like a kung fu stretch just yet, we're just slowly going lower and lower for now. So just touch the floor. Make sure you keep your chest up and your back straight, like as if you were trying to pass guard or whatever, yeah? So just moving from side to side, activating those quads, glutes and all that jazz. Just tap the mat in front of you, side to side. And speed it up a little bit. Nice, okay, we come back up. We're going to keep our legs quite wide and we're just going to hinge at the waist. So Jace, this is quite a good hamstring stretch. We're going to straddle, hinge at the waist, keep our back straight and just bend forward. And then at the point you feel like your back's going to start curving to compensate, just stop there, hold that stretch and come back up. And come back up like you're doing like a sumo deadlift here, but your legs completely straight. So all you're doing is hinging at the waist, your back is straight, you're going down, looking at the floor, you don't need to go too far down. Keep your back straight and then back up. So really concentrating on waking the butt up and the stretching the hamstrings a little bit. All the way down, all the way up, just another couple of those. Last one. We're going to stay there, just point our toes out, heels in a little bit and then draw these circles with our knees. It's a classic kind of warm up, so do circle inwards and then outwards. Nice, we're just going to bring our feet in a bit closer and do the same thing now. Both knees going in the same direction. So you're just going to draw circles, what's this, anti-clockwise and then clockwise. Okay, now we're just going to go up onto our toes and back down to wake up our calves. So up and down again, up and down. Nice, okay, then we're just going to twist our ankles, get rid of all those clicks. You can do your wrists at the same time if you like. Just shake your legs out as well. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to stay stood up, okay? So we're going to do, for the next like 10 minutes or so, I want to do some balance stuff. Instead of some like traditional Jiu-Jitsu mobility. So I like to work balance as well. We don't tend to do it a whole lot in Jiu-Jitsu, but in Judo we do a lot of balance. So I'm just going to go through a few really simple exercises on one leg, right? So we've just got a bit of stability there. So we're going to start off on whatever favoured leg, alright? So whatever leg you feel more comfortable balancing on, you can test this out by just like almost falling forward, and whatever foot you put down is probably the leg that you're more confident standing on, yeah? And it's most likely going to be, if you've done any striking, it's most likely to be your lead leg. So you just balance on one foot for now, okay? And you're just going to find that balance point. And you're just going to tap the mat in front of you with your other foot, then to the side, then behind you, and then behind to the left-hand side. So you're just touching the mat. You're not going down into a low lunge or anything, you're literally just, you could be drawing a star if you want, or just four corners behind, in front of you, and to the left and to the right. Alright, so you try and keep your top part of the body like nice and stable, try not to lean too much. Alright, so you want to be engaging your core so you're nice and straight, so you're not just flopping over. And this is the easy part, so this should be relatively straightforward. We're going to switch foot now. So find your balance point on the bad foot, or if you're ambidextrous enough to have two good feet, you're lucky, but my right foot is a bit crappy when I'm balancing on it, I don't know why. So we're going to be just doing the same thing, touching the corners behind you, to the front, to the left, to the right. Just try and stay there. Last kind of round. Okay, shake your feet off a bit. Pick whatever side you preferred and try and just lift your knee up in front of you and just hold that now. So you hold that. Try and make sure you breathe, don't hold your breath and just relax. So you found that balance point, and then you're going to open up the knee to the side and back in front. And then back down. So we're going to do the same leg, like 3 reps. So it does. I'm not actually touching the floor of that foot. It's up to you if you want to take a little breather. So this is starting to engage the hips, obviously, increase hip mobility a bit. There, so we're just opening up the knee. Try to keep your torso straight so you're not turning with the knee. And then back down. So that's 3, so we're going to change feet. Yeah, the left foot goes up, you're going to open up the knee. Bring it forward and down. So you're going to try and hold that knee up. Yeah, nice work. Yeah, like 90 degrees and then back down again. So this one, like, hopefully you'll start to notice what's tight and what's not. My left hip is always a lot tighter than my right. I don't know why. So I need to work on that. And last one here, just across, down. Alright, so we'll do the same thing now, but we're going to try and straighten our leg, so like a kick. So we're going to go out in front, and try and control and isolate this leg. Try and straighten it and then back down, and then to the right, straighten and back down if you can. So this will start testing your hamstring flexibility. Then when you put your foot down, rest and then change foot. So you really need to get that balance point. So make sure you're gripping the floor with your toes. If you can, spread out your toes on the floor. Get that balance point. Oh, JJ almost went in. Kick in front and then back to the side. Kick. You don't need to hold that kick, just a little bit. Yeah, this is going to start getting a bit more challenging. So just switch from foot to foot. If you feel like you're kind of almost toppling over, just reset, yeah? Nice guys, Elle looks pretty good, Christine looks pretty good there. So a nice gentle kick, and then back down. With your last one, kick in front, open and kick, and then back down. Okay, what have we got next? We're going to do, right, so we're going to do a similar thing, but we're trying to swing our legs. Hopefully that's like, you know, starting to loosen up your hips a little bit, alright? So now we're going to do a similar thing. We're going to start on your favoured foot again, and now we're going to swing our leg like a pendulum. Keep hitting the sofa and move to the side. So swing your foot like that, like a pendulum in front, and try and keep the top part of your body obviously nice, loose. Engage your core so you're not going to flop over, and try and get that foot to get a little bit higher each time. So you might feel your heel coming off the floor, but that's cool. Just make sure you try and keep the centre of your mass, which is going to be your chest and your head, above the standing foot. Okay, if it goes to the side, so are you going to follow with it. So basic principles here. So when you reset, just reset with a low, like a shallow swing like this, and then start to open up that swing a little bit more. You can counterbalance with your hands if you like, if that helps, whatever. Nice, okay, now we're going to go forwards and backwards. So you're really going to feel this in your hamstring, Jace. I really like doing this to just try and help increase hamstring flexibility. A bit of a dynamic or ballistic stretch, they call it. And I was just going forwards and backwards. So try and get that foot as high as possible. Keep that leg as straight as you can. Really nice. And again, my chest and my head is above that standing foot. I'm not rocking back and forth here. Everything is very stable apart from that leg. You've got a touchdown and reset, that's fine. Boom. Okay, so we're going to switch. So this will prepare us for the HIIT workout when we're kicking and stuff, so we don't explode straight away and break anything. So here we're going to do swing again. So go on your bad foot, swing side to side, and just start drawing that swing out a little bit here. So this one for me is more challenging. So you see I'm trying to kind of correct myself with my upper body. Yeah, but that's cool. So just to the left, to the right of you here. Try and keep stable. Alright, and then now we're going to go forwards and backwards again. So like I said, don't lean into it. Try and keep everything straight apart from that leg. That leg is almost like detached from your body, just swinging at the hip, forwards and backwards. And you feel like a nice, quite satisfying, bouncing stretch on your hamstring and calf, hopefully. Try and keep your toes pointed up as well, so you really get that stretch rather than pointing your toes forward. Nice, so what this is doing, okay, let's take a breather there. What that's doing is obviously helping you balance if you want to do any striking, but also for judo, we do a lot of throws that we end up on one foot, which we're going to do in a second. Anybody who's been to a lot of my classes in BJJ as well, I like to do things like Ouchigari and Uchimata. Obviously you guys have been there before. When we're doing Ouchigari, we do this a lot. This movement, so you have to be comfortable not only balancing on a foot, but hopping on the foot as well. Alright? So what I'm going to do really quickly though is show a Uchikomi into Uchimata. I know I'm getting judo technical, this isn't what I was advertising, but all we're going to do is we're going to step here, and we're going to practice a step in, a turn. So it's the same as Jiu-Jitsu if you're going for like a low hip toss or something. We're going to stand square, our imaginary partner's in front of me, right? My right foot, if you're right-handed, your right foot's going to go forwards, your left foot's going to come and meet behind, and you're just going to turn there. So just turning your back, that's it. Really simple, but when you turn, you're going to go onto one leg, and you're going to lean forwards like you're going for a throw, an Uchimata throw. So just practice that stability there. This time we are leaning forward with our top part of our body, because this we would want to actually throw someone, and we need our weight to be going forwards, and then we reset and go back here. I want to do the other side, it's going to be harder. So I'm going to step forward with my left foot, there. So it's like a triangle, yeah? My 2 feet, 1 point of the triangle, my left foot goes forward to go to the top of the triangle, my right foot meets it behind, just enough to be able to turn, and then I go onto that foot, just balance, and reset, yeah? That's it. So you're just doing a very classic turn-in with a balanced Uchimata at the end, but you don't need to do big movements. It's very slow and stable. And turn, just balance there. If you want to simulate the throw, you want to put your hands up like this. If you turn all the way into it like that, but you don't have to. You just got to balance for a couple of seconds, plonk your foot back down to the floor, and then do the same thing. So if in doubt, just try and copy me. If I'm talking gibberish, just try and copy my movements. There. So your feet should be really like firm the whole time. Good connection with the floor. Bend your knees slightly with this one as well. Alright, so you want to have, you want to know where the floor is, and you want your centre of mass, your weight to be a little bit lower now. So as you do it, you can start bending your knee even more, and then it's going to really turn into a proper technical Uchimata drill. But really, this is just to practice your stability, okay? Last couple. Try and get that complete turn, so you're turning your back on your opponent. This is the last one here. Turn, balance on that foot, find that balance point, and be able to hold there. And that's it. All good? Okay, we'll move on in a second, but if you like to do balance stuff at home, I like to do that stuff, and then I'll do exactly the same thing with a cushion on the floor. It just makes it harder. This is really good for rehab if you've had any dodgy ankles or anything in the past for stability. Exactly the same exercises, but standing on a cushion here, or even exactly the same exercises we did before, but on your toe. Trying to stay on your toe while doing that is pretty tough. So you guys can try that in your own time. It's a nice way of killing 10 minutes. And it's a surprising good little workout. Right, we're going to do the HIIT workout now, okay? So prepare yourself. You want to get water now, go for it. So I'll give you 30 seconds. Oh, my hay fever is going crazy. Right, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. So while you're still kind of mentally and physically preparing yourselves for it. So I'm going to do 2 8-minute rounds. Alright? Each round is going to have 8 movements. They're going to be 50 seconds of action, going crazy, and then 10 seconds of rest in between each rep. And we'll do 2 8-minute rounds. So pretend you're black belt, adult, whatever, Mondials, World Championship, black belt with 10 minutes, right? Maybe brown belt, whatever. You do 2 8-minute rounds. We're going to do, it's a mixture of like MMA, punching, kicking and normal exercises. The first round's going to be like the basic version. Second round's going to be the harder version of the same exercise. Follow me? Right, so I'm going to tell you which exercises they are, so then you know what to expect and you're not going to be like, what the hell is this dude doing? Okay? So the first, there's going to be 8 exercises. First one's just going to be a lunge. Alright, like that. Really simple. Second one's going to be sit through, which we've probably all done before. Hands and feet on the floor, kicking through. Yeah, kick through, sit through. The third one is going to be squat. Low as you like, shallow if you want, up to you. The fourth one's going to be a plank. The 50 seconds plank. Okay. The next one's going to be punches, so we're going to be doing straight punches, so it's going to be 1-2 punch here. If you don't know like much technique, you could just be throwing your arms. If not, you could be moving around. 1, 2, jab, then straight, then the right cross. So you want to be jabbing straight in front, draw that back to guard, and then twist your shoulders and step into it right cross. If not, you're just going la la la, just keeping your hands out in front. After that, it's going to be kicks. Whatever kick, you can just be kicking a football if you want. You can do front kicks here. You can do side kicks, whatever kicks you want. Or you can just do like we did before, just kicking out in front of us, just making sure your feet are moving. And then lastly is there's going to be triangles as well on the floor, putting your feet up in the air, we know that one. And then last one is going to be the similar thing, turning in, pretending to throw. like that, okay? That's 8 exercises. That's the first round. The second round is going to be the same exercises, but they're going to be more advanced versions of them. So I'll tell you that afterwards during the break, the intermittent. We'll do about 1 or 2 minute break in between the 2 rounds. All right. So I'm going to start that. Guys, let me just set my clock real quick. 8 minutes. Right. Prepare, cycles, sets, work 50, prepare 10 seconds. Okay, we're going to start in 10 seconds, alright? 8, 7, 6. We're going to do lunges. Lunges for 50 seconds, so pace yourselves. Very simple lunges. You can do it backwards or forwards, whatever you want. So just be tapping the mat with your knee and coming back up. This is still the first round, so we want to pace ourselves. With this, we're just thinking about form, right? We're just going up and down, straight up and straight down. We're not twisting at the torso or hip or anything. So you can pretend like you've got dumbbells or kettlebells in your hands and you're just going straight up and down. Right angles with your feet and your knees. Okay. Very simple lunge, just tapping the mat behind you with your knee, okay? So you're not going to be causing any damage. We've only got 12 seconds left. So remember to breathe through these exercises. Keep your shoulders back and your back straight with this. You don't really want to be bending over. Keep everything nice and stable. Alright. Oh no, I've got 15 seconds rest instead of 10. You're lucky, I've got 15 seconds rest in the first one. Doesn't matter. 5 seconds, we're going to go straight into sit-throughs on the floor. Okay, sit-throughs. Here, we sit one way, then the other. Like that. Again, just make sure you're keeping this quite slow and stable to start off with. 1 foot and 1 hand on the floor, just kicking through to the side. So make sure you're stable the whole time. Do not do this too fast to start with. Second round will be fast. This one's just easing into it. Remember to put your heel to the floor when you kick through, so it's more stable. And then the other hand is really gripping the floor with your fingers as well. Take away some of that weight. We've only got 14 seconds left. Keep going. Deep breaths. 5 seconds left. Slow and controlled. Okay. 2 down, 6 to go in this round. 50, it's probably a good thing we've got 15 seconds rest actually in this one. After this, we're going to go into squats. Any squats you like. You can just sit down to a stool, you can sit down to the floor, whatever. Very simple squats, down and up. That's it. Okay? If you want to make it a bit tougher, go all the way down, bum to the grass. Or you can go on your tiptoes. These kind of ballet squats, which you're really going to feel it in your knees. But this one I suggest just doing really basic bodyweight squats. Just making sure you're not just falling over and you're pushing your weight through your heels. You put your arms out in front of you as a counterbalance. Make it a bit easier. Pretend you've got your gi on if you like to do the lapels. Up to you. Only got 11 seconds left. That's only about 4 squats. Slow and controlled. A little bit lower for the last couple. 3, 2, 1. Push through, stand up, take a breath, 15 seconds rest. Got plank now. No one likes plank. So 50 seconds. Okay, keep your bum off the floor. You can go on your hands or on your elbows, it's up to you. So just hold this for 50 seconds. Try to keep your back quite straight. You don't want your bum down to the floor. You don't want your bum up in the air. Nice and straight. If you are on your elbows, make sure you're not like pushing them side to side too much in one or the other, that you're in the middle. If you want to be on your hands, you can hold this as well, if you like, to make sure everything's really nice and stable when your hands are underneath your shoulders. Just hold that out for another 20 seconds. Concentrate on your breathing. Apparently the world record is doing this for like 8 hours. So 50 seconds is nothing. And that was someone in his 60s, I think, who did that. Right, okay, after this is going to be punches. So we're going to be doing our straight punches, okay? So now you can move around a little bit if you like. We're just punching. Like a JJ, feel free, punch your dad. Maybe don't. We're just punching, just throwing hands in front. If you want to really step into that jab, 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 straight. Here, jab, jab, cross. If you want to get a bit more technical, you can get your footwork into it as well. Really stepping in, turning that hand over, snapping that out, bam, and stepping through as well. You can just be, instead go really quick, hands, hands, hands in front. Just keep your hands straight, no hooks or uppercuts for now. If you want to have a bit of hip movement, that's fine as well. Or move around, cutting different angles, that's cool. Try and make it a bit more realistic. If not, stand in the same spot, just simply doing this. Try not to let your hands drop too much. You're not punching kids in the face, okay, maybe Jace is, but you're punching high, okay? Okay, done. Take a breather. After that, with triangles, we're going to the floor, simple triangles, so legs up in the air. 5 seconds rest. 3, 2, 1. So hips go up, triangle one leg, then the other. And then hips go back down. All the way up, triangle, then back down. I'd rather you didn't put your feet on the floor between reps, but this round I don't mind too much, because we're going to take it a bit easier. So you're going to triangle one side, then the other. You don't need to turn your hips or anything. And really, ideally, you want to throw your legs out in front of you, not really directly up, okay? Because if you're going to snap a triangle on someone, you know you have to, they're going to be in front of you. So you can throw the triangle out just in front of you. Just make sure your hips, your butt's coming off the floor. 10 seconds, 9 seconds left. You can rock into it if you want to take the strain off your abs a bit. Again, that's it. 15 seconds, take a break. We've only got 2 left. Kicks. So practice any kick you want. Kick out in front, kick to the side, kick to the ceiling if you've got crazy legs. Alright, so 50 seconds, just kicks. Just kick out in front if you like. Whatever, it can be like, you know, Gracie style, bam, trying to kick Hickson style, kicking someone away here. Or you can be doing these front kicks, teep kicks into the stomach, and Muay Thai style kicks. You can kick a wall, which I really like to do. So you get a nice stretch out of it as well. Pushing your hip into the wall is quite nice, because then you've got something to bounce back off. Same thing with the rear foot. Just make sure you're kicking something, or practicing to kick a football if you like, or side kicks. There, one then the other. Low kicks to the leg, spinning kicks if you want. There. Pow! Nice, hope you feel a bit looser. Last one is going to be the Uchikomi, which means basically turning in for a throw. So we're going to be just turning in, pretending to throw someone. You can just turn in, hop, and pretend to throw a sack of potatoes over your shoulder if you like. Up to you. I would recommend turning in both directions so you don't get too dizzy. And when you do land, it's good to land on your toes so you're leaning forward rather than landing on your heels and you're going to pull backwards. 30 seconds left of this whole round. So again, just turning in, you can practice your footwork now. Okay, you can practice different throws if you like. The Tai Toshi, the Konsanagi, the Uchimata, whatever, as long as you keep moving. Just 10 seconds left. Keep going, guys. Last throw, bam, down, done. How you feeling? Still alive? Yeah. You regretting that you did Zoom yet? Yeah. Right, we'll take a couple of minutes break, then we're going to the second and final round of it. While you guys are resting, I'll show you how I want you to adapt each movement, yeah? The lunge is going to be the same thing. You're going to put your leg behind, you're going to lunge. When you're going to kick back, you're going to kick, okay? So you can lunge down and you can just swing your leg if you like, there to the side, or lunge, turn your heel a little bit and kick. So you lunge this side and you do the same thing, just kick to the side. Alright, so you're switching. One side, up, kick. One side down, kick to the side. The sit through is going to be slightly different as well. You're going to stand up in between each one. So it's half a technical stand up. You're going to sit through like you're kicking someone. Bam, up onto your feet. Down again, kick, up onto your feet. This is a little bit more difficult. This is going to hopefully really burn us out. After this, you're going to do the same thing with a squat and just kick up, touch your hand. Yeah? After that, we're going to do the plank again, but we're going to do plank to press. If you need to do this off your knees, that's absolutely fine. Okay? So plank, but you've got press up inside in it as well. Triangles. Oh no. After that, it's going to be 1-2 punch. This is just the same, but I want you to block before you punch. So you're going to, no, it doesn't have to be 1-2 actually. You can just block, punch, here. Block, punch. Even if it's just covering your face, someone's trying to hit you, and then punch to counter. If you want, you could even do like a check, kick, here, check, kick. Or if it's easier, block, punch, block, punch. You might want to block the body here, jab. You might want to block the hook here, return your own hook. Same thing, you're just doing kind of shadow boxing, but you're like pretending to block a punch and then countering it. After that is going to be triangles. So we're going to do triangles, but we're going to twist. Exactly the same thing, but just twisting your body, because we know we need to get those angles to finish your triangles properly. After that is going to be the last one will be the kicks with a check. Okay, so when we do the punches, we're just punching. So just punching and blocking. The kicks again is going to be the same thing, but then it's going to be a block and then kick. So what you're doing is put your knee up. You can just see it's like knee up, then kick. Knee up, then kick. Or you could be checking a kick and then returning your own. And the last one, instead of the uchikomi, we're going to do sprawl and punches. So we're going to be crazy last 50 seconds and then bam, sprawl and back up. If you really want to tire yourself out and earn those beers tonight or whatever, you can do a sprawl, press up, pop up, punch. Okay? Yeah. At any point, if you feel tired, I don't care, you keep going. No, you can rest, do what you want. Alright? So you can always take a breather, do any simple version, or just like rest for 10 seconds or something. But I'm going to try and push through, alright? So I'm already tired from demonstrating it. So the rest is now going to be 10 seconds. So you're going to less rest, higher intensity. Try not to kick your kids in the head, intentionally anyway. Looks like some of you guys have got plenty of space. Tom, try not to kick Craig if he walks past. Maybe you can if you like. So it's going to be 50 seconds, 8 exercises, 10 seconds rest in between. Alright, follow me, I'm starting now. So this is going to be tougher, I hope. We'll start with the lunge and the side kick. 2, 1, lunge, and just kick to the side. That's it. Switch feet, lunge, and kick to the side. Switch feet, down, and kick to the side. Alright, so it's not super fast this one, it's just, again, making sure you get a bit more stability and balance. Kick to the side. So try not to fall to the side too much and kick. Back to the starting position, lunge, bam, kick. Lunge, balance, kick. Lunge, balance, kick. 20 seconds to go. This is the point, if you really want to start picking up the pace, you can. If not, just make sure you're keeping a nice steady pace and you're not falling over. 8 seconds, last few. Kick. Open up those hips, bam. Last one. Cool. Shake off your legs, you only got 5 seconds rest. So you're going to do sit-throughs with the stand. So sit-throughs are basically just kicking to the side, up onto your feet, kick to the side again, up onto your feet here. I really like this because it's a nice kind of flowy movement. You can really like relax into this. And you can pretend that you're kicking people left and right of you. Pow! Kicking zombies on either side. Just make sure you're taking that weight on that hand. I don't want any wrist injuries or anything, so don't go too crazy. But try and stand up in between each rep. Keep going, guys. 12 seconds. Keep that pace, or pick it up to you. Try not to slow down. Pow! Breather. 5 seconds, we're going straight into squats. Deep breath. Squat, kick in front. Squat down, kick in front. You can go to the same side if you like, it's a bit harder, or go opposite. Easier to balance. So when you come up, you want to balance on one foot, pow. So we're really working that balance we were working on earlier, testing that out a little bit. Kick out front, back down. Last 20 seconds. You want to pick it up, this is the time, pow. Pow. You should really feel your legs burning now. Yep. The grunts and groans, I want to hear that stuff. Because if I'm the only one getting tired, I'm doing something wrong. Last one, pow. Deep breath, got 8 seconds. Plank to press now. You can do it on your knees if you want. So plank position, pushing up to press up position, and back down. You want to take the load off a little bit from your knees. If not, try and push through, alternating which hand you're pushing out from. Very important to keep breathing on this one. Don't hold your breath. And keep a slow, steady pace, okay? When it starts to hurt, put your mind somewhere else. Keep going. 15 seconds left. If you want to pick up the pace, now's the time. Three seconds, 2, 1. Nice. Shake your shoulders and arms off. Now with the punch. Punch for our lives. So now we're blocking and punch. So you can block, punch. Block, punch. If you want to roll underneath, punch. So you're doing a mini squat and punch here. So you can do that as well if you want. Roll under the punch, punch, roll under, punch, like that. You can actually be rocking from one foot to the other. There, or you can block, punch, roll, block, punch, here. So you're mixing up a bit of head movement, blocking and punching. Keep with straights if you like. If you want to put the odd uppercut hook in, that's fine, but don't let it get you off your kind of pace. Okay, last 10 seconds, if you really want to open up, now's the time to really shadow box. 5 seconds, keep your hands moving real quick. Alright, little rest. 5 seconds. Next we're going into triangles. Triangles with the twist. Same as before, but twist your hips. It's the only difference. Twist your hips. You need to push through the floor with your elbows to get your legs off the ground. Does make life a bit easier. If not, you have your hands in the air. And that's really just working your stomach. Keep going, twisting one side then the other. You can really visualise you've got someone in your garden, you're whacking this triangle on really quickly. You can even be pretending to hold their collar and sleeve, their wrist, shooting triangles until the end of time. Keep going, try not to touch the mat in between. Only 8 seconds left. You keep the back of your head off the mat, that's even better as well. Boom, okay. We've got kicks next, okay? So check kicks. Last 2, make them count. You're checking a kick, then you're returning it, making them pay. Check a kick, kick here. Or you want to do knee, then kick. That's fine as well. High knee, opposite kick, knee, kick, knee, kick. You want to check, kick here, check, kick, foot up, kick. Up to you. Check, kick, here, Again, kick against the wall if you want. Check that wall, kick that guy. Here, defend, then attack. Check, step in, side kick, front kick, yeah, spinning kick. 10 seconds left. Let's pick up the pace. You want to stay light on your feet now this time. Check, kick, check, kick. Okay, bam. Last one, guys. Sprawl and brawl. Punch, punch, sprawl, press up, back up again. Let's go. Punch, punch, sprawl, press up, pop back up. Punch, 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 sprawl. Press up is optional, but it might get you extra points. Bam, bam, bam. This is going as fast as you can. This is going to earn that pizza tonight. That extra slice of bread. That spoonful of peanut butter. Keep going. 20 seconds. You can sprawl to the side if you want. Pow. Someone's going for your feet. Pow. Make sure you keep the pace up. Punch, 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 sprawl. 8 seconds. Keep going. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last one. You alright? You still alive? Feel a bit sick. You alright, Tom?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you to sign a waiver before in case you pass out.
Yeah, it gets hard at those triangles.
Yeah.
When you're inside though, when you start getting in between the triangle,
Yeah.
that's when the pain digs in.
Yeah, yeah, that's when you got to dig deep.
From the plates as well, yeah.
Where's JJ? Is he asleep? Well, you guys, this is your second lesson, this is your second class in a row. They just did a kids class before, so, you know, hats off to you. That's good though, honestly, these will keep you fit, and like, if you do find stretching and stuff boring, just do this. It will help your hamstrings, Jace, it will help all the flexibility in your legs. Because you think like, a lot of like taekwondo, karate people, like, they do stretch, but they're doing repetitions of kicks. Yeah, they're swinging like that, it helps. But I really enjoy these because otherwise I get bored. And it's nice to do 2 rounds. If you're doing multiple rounds, it's nice to kind of mix it up a bit so you get a little bit progressively harder rather than just doing the same thing 10 times. So you can always, huh? Yeah. It's good because then you've got a bit more movement. It's actually functional strength, I like to think, rather than just like go, you know, staying in the same position. Okay, we've got the last 17 minutes. We're going to do a couple of flows. If you guys got the energy left. Right, we're going to do, so you guys can chill for a bit while you watch me do these flows on the floor while I talk you through them. In fact, we could we bring this one down a little bit. We could almost play a little game and see if you recognise what the hell I'm trying to do. Yeah? So, this is very like solo drills. Could be just lonely BJJ, whatever you want to call it. No friend Jiu-Jitsu. The first one I'm going to do is like a flow in a top position. So you can actually see if you recognise what I'm trying to do. Alright? I'm starting on my knees. If I'm on my knees like this, there's probably only one place I'm going to be. Okay? Then, what I'm going to do then is I'm put my hands like this. So I could be controlling biceps. Up. Knee in the middle and down. So what have I just done there? I've broken the closed guard, and now what position am I in now? Combat base, exactly. So from combat base, we've opened the guard. This person's legs are open, so we don't hang out here for too long. We weather the storm if they're going crazy. Then what we're going to do then, we're going to pass the guard, yeah? So how am I passing this guard? What's that? Just stapling the leg, yeah? Okay, staple the leg. You know what this one is here. Yeah, long step, back step. Now where am I? Side control, exactly. Now what am I doing? Pow pow, yeah. Then what?
Windshield wipe and knee on belly.
Yeah, exactly. And then to finish. Yes, perfect. Top points. So now you can follow me. Okay, if you've got the space, you can follow me with it. Now you've got that in one, easy. And now you can just copy what I'm doing. Alright, so good idea. If you've got a yoga mat, even if you want to put cushions down, you can even put a cushion down to be your grapple dummy, whatever you like. Yeah, I'll do that with one. Here, little square guy. Only in the guard, I don't want to be here anymore, okay? You guys have got an actual grapple dummy, but the rest of us haven't. I'm going to go hands on the bicep, up into what would look like a kind of downwards facing dog here, but it's just to open up the guard. Knee goes in the middle, I push down, push that knee forward, breaks the guard open. No one wants to be in that position. Yeah, now we're going to staple that knee to the right, staple it over that leg, reach under their head here, a nice big rotation of our hips, land with that foot on the floor, long step, side control, release the foot, now we're in side control. Proper side control with proper pressure down, not too much space that they can just wriggle free. Try and make sure you're putting pressure down, your elbows and your knees are close to them, okay? Then your hands go to the floor, they would go to their shoulders, they would go wherever you want to pop up, knee on belly. Pow, pow, pow. We're going to switch now. Other side, knee on belly. Try and stay as light as you can. What have you got, El? Oh, you've got like a hippo unicorn type deal. To finish, hand goes in the collar. We've got the gi on now. Other hand goes cross collar. Elbows to your hips, not out like a pair of scissors. They need to come in, not out. Down, head goes down, and you choke. And look at my foot here. Nice and stable. I'm not up like this because they're just going to push you off. You're not here. That is stable. They're not going to push you. You've got all the time they want to choke. And then reset. We'll do it another couple of times. I'm going to do one more time with the cushion, and then I'm going to get rid of the cushion and do it nice and smooth. So we start off again. Mr. Cushion guy. He has crazy long legs. Spaghetti legs. I can't open them up by just normal guard pass. I have to hold his biceps up, knee in the middle, down, open those annoying legs. Leg goes over to pin. Head control, big nice long step. There. Step through, side control, pressure. When he stopped moving and stopped going crazy, then you pop up, knee on belly. Pin here, whatever you need to do. MMA, ground and pound, pull the leg up, and then switch nice and quickly to the other side. Slide that hand into the collar, other hand in, and then choke. When you do choke and put your head to the floor, rest there for a second so you feel like you're on balance, you're here, you're not going to fall over. You don't want to finish any kind of choke or submission where you're like on the edge of falling over, yeah? You want to be stable. Perfect. Now we're ditching Mr. Cushion guy. And now we're going to do the same thing, a little bit faster, and try and do it without making any noise. So when you're touching the mat, you're just gently touching the mat. So turning it more into like a yoga flow. And when you know you've really got the movements down, it means you're not going hitting the floor hard. Yeah? So follow me and just try and act like you're doing it as smoothly as possible. Close guard up, knee in, pin, head control. This is the one you want to be quiet. So then you've got really nice control the whole time. Knee on belly, switch. Knee on belly, hand in, and choke. Good? And again. Now you're going to go to the other side. If you haven't already, you're going to practice the other side now. Bicep control, up into down facing dog, knee inside, knee pin. Hip control, nice big open hip movement without making so much noise. Knee comes in, opposite side control. Squish, pop up, knee on belly, control, hands to the mat. Switch knee on belly, nice and controlled, hands in and choke. All good? Last one, your favourite side as quickly and as smoothly as you can. Last one. Let's go, I'm not going to talk you through it. All good? Nice, Jace. Nice. So you feel that after a few reps it gets a bit more flowy, right? Yeah. Okay, last one. Last thing for today. We're going to do another flow, and we're going to do a kind of more bottom position flow. Bottom side control. Sit through back. Right. So now let's pretend we're in bottom side control. We don't like being here, but it happens. Bottom side control, we're going to go to turtle from here. So not hip escaping, we're bridging into turtle position here, okay? Then you're pretending someone has got control over you. You're going to grab their arm and you can do a sit through up onto your foot, a low sit through, turn to take their back. Sorry, I should have been letting you guess. Okay, now I'm here. What am I doing now? Yes, rolling back attack. Rolling back attack, hooks in. We've got the back here with the seat belt. And now we're just going to simulate choking. So we're going to go body lock one side here and choke with the hips in. Come back up, body lock the other side on the floor and choke. And that's it. Yeah? So follow me now. Bottom side control. Okay. So we need to get up into a turtle position. How do we do that? Bridge, big bridge over, look at all the way over your shoulder into your turtle. You don't hang out on the turtle for long, you put your foot up, sit through. Yeah, brilliant. Now you're getting that seat belt, right? You're grabbing the back and you can do a nice tight forward roll over your right shoulder. And now they're in between your legs, you've got the hooks in. You can go cross legs if you want, whatever. He's not there to foot lock you. Hooks in. We're going to body lock, body triangle, fall to one side, rear naked choke, pushing your hips in, extension. Back up, switch, the other side, hip in, and then back up to finish. So the last one, you're not putting your feet on the floor, you're doing a core, almost like a Russian twist either side. Okay, last couple of times. Side control bottom. Big bridge. Turtle. Sit through, big spin. Back control. Back take. Secure the back. Body triangle. Hip in. Up. Body triangle. Hip in. Back up. Cross legs. Done. Okay, so we can practice with the cushion or Mr. Pink Hippo, Magical Hippo. So the cushion is in front, on top of you. When we do the bridge, we're bridging away from them like that, up onto our turtle position. Sit through, there. Hug the cushion and roll with it. Cushion's between your legs, body lock, body triangle, choke. Up again, triangle the other way, and choke, and back up. Poor Mr. Cushion guy is dead. Alright, so we're going to do one last one on your favoured side as smoothly as possible. So this is when you feel like you're practicing in silence. You don't want to wake your parents up. You're doing all your silent jiu-jitsu. You're not making a sound. Then you're going to have nice control the whole time. Okay, let's do it again with or without the hippo, the unicorn, up to you. Nice. Brilliant. How do they feel? Are you good? Cool. So those I really enjoy doing. You can practice those at home, and then at the very least, I know you're not grappling with anyone, but you're getting those movements and repetitions in, that when we do come back to spar with each other, we're not just going to feel like we want to quit again straight away. We'll finish off. I've got 4 minutes, so we're going to do a bit of stretching. We're going to do hamstring stretch here, Jace, for you. Just sit back down on our butts. Try and touch your shin if you can. Face that leg, or go a little bit deeper, touching your foot here. Just try and make sure your back is straight. Just pushing into that stretch. Deep breath in when you breathe out, then go into that stretch. Nice. Damn, is that Eugene? You got me on the big TV?
Yeah.
Yes, I've made it. Okay, into the stretch, a bit lower. Hold that stretch and switch legs. Other side now. Tuck that left foot in, the other one straight out. Try and touch your shins here, or down to your feet. Stretch. Nice. And again, last stretch. Try and breathe out. Go into that stretch, your back straight. It's a bit tight, this one. Okay, now both feet out in front of you. Now same thing, keep your back straight, and just if you can only touch your shin, that's fine. Touch your shin, try and keep your back straight and get your chest low to your knees so you're not curving over. If you can touch your toes, that's great. If not, you're just trying to fold in half just a little bit. If you want to put your hands behind you, that's fine as well. Just make sure you've got your shoulders back, that you're not hunching over too much. Now spread your legs as much as you can, either side, and we're just going to tilt here from one side to the other. So just leaning one side and the other, just on your shins or down to your feet. Slowly, you can reach here if you want to get the side stretch, and then back up. Again, to the side and back up. Just make sure your back is straight as you can anyway the whole time. Nice. Okay, then you're just going to cross your hands like this. I do this pretty much every night, I quite like this. And we're just going to draw little circles. There, so this is going to help you ease into that like pancake position. There, you can even rotate side to side. Just getting a little bit lower and lower to the ground each time. So your elbows are getting a tiny bit lower until if you can get your elbows onto the floor and lean into that stretch. Nice. Nice, Christina, yeah. Nice, nice. Good, you get into that stretch there. If you can, this is the point you're trying to lower your chest to the mat as much as you can and reach out in front. Or if you can grab your feet here and go straight into a full pancake, head on the floor. If you can't, it's not easy. But if not, just try and like slowly lower down like this. This is all you really need to do is just like hinge. The more you do that, honestly, you'll get there in no time. That's it, let's cross our legs. We've got 2 minutes left. Cross our legs please, we're just going to rotate our shoulders. Okay, what I like to do at the end of every one of my classes in Edinburgh, I ask everyone to close their eyes and I go around and take their money. Now we're going to just close our eyes for 30 seconds, and even if it's just to test yourselves that you can actually close your eyes and not fall asleep or fidget too much. So eyes closed, think about whatever you want, think about the techniques we did, or just try and empty that thing. 30 seconds is all I'm asking for. Close your eyes, just try and chill, and just concentrate on breathing. Breathing deep in the belly, and then out again. Halfway. Done. Thanks guys. Nice one. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed that. Damn, you're too kind, you're too kind. Nice one. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing this every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday from now on to try and help keep you guys sane and in shape. Yeah, let's just keep in touch and spread the word. For now, I'm keeping these. They're basically like a free service, and I will, in terms of payment and stuff. Some of my members are already paying me very kindly, so those guys are just getting this, anything I can do for free as a gift, or in response to their kindness. And anybody who does want to pay, I'm going to do a donations thing on my page, so just a few quid each class possibly if you fancy it, and I'm going to be giving a cut of that to the charity that I rent space out of. Our club, we rent space out of a local community charity that does outreach and support work with elderly people and vulnerable people in the immediate area in Edinburgh, and they rely on our rent to pay for that service. So they're not in good shape at the moment because they're closed down, and they have classes every night there, like dance classes and workshops and stuff, and they haven't got any revenue. So anything I make from this, I'll be giving, not all of it, I need to pay for my equipment and stuff, but I will be giving a pretty good share of it to them. But like I said, any of you guys, you're paying your club memberships to your existing clubs, especially any clubs that I care about, I've taught at before, New School, Edinburgh Judo, Leverage and KO, Tokai, anybody like that. If you're still contributing in any way to them, do not pay me, okay? But if you feel compelled to, I'll have a web page up soon, and you can just be throwing a few quid per class or tenner for a week or whatever if you fancy it, okay? If not, a lot of us aren't in the best financial situation, so if not, this is a freebie, and hopefully it helps. Bye. Alright guys, keep in touch, have a good weekend, see you. Bye guys, bye bye bye. Bye. Cheers guys, have a good one. See you man, bye bye.